All right, we got our navigation working. Got our help off to one side. We have our main navigational elements. All of our navigation is contained within divs, so this way we could add more styling to our navigation, have a few more options when styling our navigation. Not only can we just style on the anchor tag, but also on this bounding container that can control the way multiple words look within the anchor tag. I want a menu bar to show up. I'm going to create a div, and it's going to have a class of menu / div, and right now a placeholder word of menu. I didn't close this div properly, so /div. Menu, which is the hamburger menu, which should only show up under mobile, shouldn't be here on desktop. This means on desktop, we can't see the display of this menu. That's easy to achieve. Let me go to the styling of this page before we hit the block of media queries. So defining menu, let's define it here. Menu, display none. So normally the menu is not displayed. And when I hit refresh on this page, guess what? We're not going to see a menu. Excellent. But how do you know that the code works or not? All right, fine. Let me comment out that menu display none. And you make comments by /*. Let me not destroy the word. */ to end the commenting. Save. There's the word menu. All right, well, let me hide it again. And what I really want to happen, not only do I not want the word menu or eventually the hamburger menu image to show up when we're seeing the layout for desktop, what I really want to happen when we hit the mobile format for the display, I want menu to be out there on screen for people to use. At the same time, I want the regular navigation, which is this, all hidden. I set this up to be easy on me, of course, because I knew if I put everything within this div with a class of Navbar, that just means I have to hide Navbar on mobile and show the menu on mobile. Since we already know how to hide things, let me go to that media query that is active on mobile, which is this orange background one. When the width of the screen, max width, is between 0 and 850 pixels, show the mobile layout. All right, what I want to happen is, first thing, I want the menu to be seen. I'm going to use display inline block. And the other thing that I want to happen is the navbar not to be seen. And we just did that with the menu on desktop. So navbar display none. To review, on mobile screens, and we define what a mobile screen is in this case, right here, show the menu and hide the nav bar. This is the menu, and this whole block is the nav bar, including the help off to the right side. Let me refresh this page. So we don't see the menu on desktop, that's right. And as the page width gets smaller and smaller, we're about to hit mobile, this whole navigation bar should disappear and we'll just see the word menu. Oops, well, menu and logo, because I forgot to hide the logo. Let me fix that one. The logo also has to be hidden. And maybe for mobile, we'll find a different solution for the logo. Maybe the logo isn't hidden, it just goes all the way to the right side of the screen. That's something to think about when doing the UX and UI of the site. Right now, I'll just hide it. So the display of the logo will be none. Let me hit refresh on this page. Boom, it's gone. Well, instead of just being the word menu, I want an image menu. That's easy to do. Now that we have it functional, or almost functional, when I say almost, we still have to make the navigation function. When we click this, something has to happen. We need to see some more navigation elements. But from a responsive point of view, this is a functional navigation bar. Displays a hamburger menu here in a moment, and on tablets and desktop, it'll display the full navigation. Let's get that hamburger image into the menu area. Replacing the word menu with an image. That's the whole image tag. It's going to have a source, and that source is equal to my image directory, hamburger, menu, menu.png. And how do I know that's the name of it? Well, I saved the file there a little earlier. Going to this folder, there's an image directory and menu.png in there. Let me give it an alt equals, and I'll just call it menu. Don't forget the quote. Refresh, and when we go to mobile, we see a big bar. Why? We have to control the way this image looks, but at least we're seeing an image. So the next step is to define the way this image looks. I could define it up here, or I could define it within the media query. I think I could define it within there because the menu is hidden otherwise. This is how I'm going to control the image. I'm going to use the same class of menu, anything that has the menu class attached to it, look for any image tag and do something with it. What I want done is to make the width 80 pixels and give padding around it, maybe 10 pixels. This way I don't have to add any more classes to my page out here. An alternative would be to make a special class for this image, this menu image, and then say, oh, when this menu image is here, use this class. But that's adding extra code. Instead of doing that, you could just build on an existing class, .menu, and look for an image tag within any containers that have been tagged with the menu class and apply this style. Let's see if it works. Well, it should work. Just hit refresh. Let me stretch the page so I can see my refresh button, and now I can hit refresh. And look, it worked. I'm going to make that smaller by just going in here. Maybe I'll make it 50 pixels big. Save it. Refresh. The next step is to make this a functional menu when it's displaying the mobile layout.